Hello and welcome back to another episode of the Dacia campaign. It's really getting spicy now. We are about to attack the Macedonians for the first time. Scyles has prepared a small but elite army of Scythian mercenaries, generals units, and some hoplites, and we're preparing to attack Bylazora. We did not estimate that there would be this many troops here, however. We have this almost half-stack army, this almost half-stack army, and a general with a garrison in Bylazora. So definitely going to need to be very careful about fighting using our Scythian mercenaries and not losing any of them. And hopefully we can win these battles. But yeah, a little bit scary. Also scared that this captain Antipatros seems to be marching north, potentially towards Porlisum. So I've planted Scylurus here to defend. Obviously not going to help, but hopefully it deters them from crossing that bridge somewhat. Yeah, this is a little bit scary, so there's going to be a lot of action in this part. We are also now at war with Lugatorix and his Gallic faction, because they tried to attack Salona with a really puny army, but now we have to worry about Lugatorix too. So this little army in Segestica and this even littler army in Salona are now very vulnerable to being attacked by Lugatorix, so now we have to worry about that. And finally, we're also worried about the Germans, who are camped outside of Aquincum. We have a decent army here. Compared to theirs, it looks a little bit weak. But we don't know what these two units are, so we don't really know if it's a weak army. So yeah, we're a little bit scared about losing Aquincum as well. Everything overall is a little bit scary. Let's go ahead and end this turn and get into the action of this part. So this army actually didn't march north, they marched east towards Tylis, which is the scariest option they could have done, honestly, because Tylis is one of my least defended settlements, and it's going to be pretty hard to reach it with anything decent. So we're going to have to come up with some kind of a solution here. Scylurus might just kind of stalk this army. Let's see what they have. Ooh, phalanx and levy pikemen. Tylis, we definitely want to train up some archer warband, ideally 2 units, but we'll start with 1. We'll just see if they march any closer next turn or besiege us. But yeah, we are a little bit concerned about that. Luckily, Bylazora looks relatively undefended, so I'm going to go ahead and besiege them now. And can this army reach Bylazora by next turn? No, but this one definitely can. So I expect for them to come back with a captain at Talos and defend Bylazora next turn. I'm trying to decide which of these squares would be the safest. I'm thinking this square might be the safest place to besiege Bylazora. For 2 reasons. Let's say that this army comes up, plants themselves next to us, and the troops from Bylazora sally forth. We would at least have a chance to get into the city before this army reaches the city, if they're coming from the south. Also, if this army just comes out and attacks us right up here, then we have at least our back against a mountain for the field battle. So I think in both cases, this makes sense. Let's go ahead and besiege them. I know this is a little bit dangerous going to war with them when they have an army this big in our territory, but we got to do it. We have to get it out of the way. I don't need any Illyrian mercenaries. That won't help us. I think we just have to hope for the best here. As far as Scylurus, we have to decide, do we want to buy any mercenaries? I still like the idea of not buying any mercenaries, but let's take a look at our end of turn report, see if we can afford it. So we profited 2,323 denarii that turn with some construction. Let's take a look at our financial outlook for next turn. Oh, wow. Projected profits of 4,600. So economy's doing really well right now. Do we want... We'll take a look at how many things we need to build this turn and see if we can afford it. I'm not quite sure, but we might buy some mercenaries with Scylurus. So let's take a look. At Porlisum, we have our Sacred Grove of Habilisis, level 2. Now we have to decide, do we want level 3 for +2 morale to troops, or do we want to go straight for the Chosen Archer Warband? I think Chosen Archer Warband is going to be the way to go, so I'm going to go ahead and build an archery range. I would love to have those long-range missiles, specifically for fighting the Macedonians. Huge advantage because it does really well against those phalanxes. And we're going to keep training Chosen Swordsmen at Porlisum. We need to find a way to send them south. I guess we're going to have to kill this rebel army. But yeah, we definitely want to have a clear path for those Chosen Swordsmen to get south and help with fighting the Macedonians. At Campus Iazyges, we have our practice range. Do we want to buy anything else at this time? I guess it's a good idea to build a stockade. we don't really need to invest too much in that city, because hopefully it won't be attacked anytime soon. But for now, stockade's probably a good idea. In Quincum, we have our roads, and definitely we want a land clearance here. We want to get that population growth rate up as much as possible. Now, it looks like the Germans went back to their territory, but I guess they also could have gone into our territory. So I'm going to bring our spy a little bit north. I don't see any Germans, so I guess they could be hiding out over here, in which case we're going to be in a world of hurt. Let's see if we can spot them. I don't want to extend too far. I don't see them, so I think we're safe to say that the Germans went back to their territory, which is a great sign for our prospects for the future. We definitely don't want to be fighting Germans. Segestica has finally expanded. So excited because we've been waiting for so long to build some more buildings here. So we'll have a large town in Segestica. We can get some really nice upgrades in 2 turns. Thank goodness. I have been waiting for that for so long, and it's going to be a lot less vulnerable to Gauls once this is a little bit bigger of a city. Of course, yes, we do have war with Macedon. I'm very scared to see how that goes next turn. I'm going to just double check there's nothing else I can do to reinforce any of my cities. In Byzantium, I'll build another archer warband, and let me see if I can reach Tylis with some reinforcements. We'll send Falksmen and a unit of archer warband. And what would be the fastest way to get there? Is it walking or by ship? I think walking. We're going to send those 2 units, and they should get to Tylis next turn if Tylis isn't immediately besieged. In Poralisum, we have public order of 70%, which I think is enough to not riot next turn. We have a unit of chosen swordsmen coming in as well. Now, what do we want to do with these chosen swordsmen? Do we want to try and just fight through this army here? I don't think we'd win it, honestly. Let's take... Oh, I want to take Scylurus and go and fight this rebel army, honestly. I'm tempted. I'm very tempted. This is one time where auto-resolve would be incredibly useful, but I've vowed never to use it. I'm going to try this battle, and if it goes poorly, I'm just going to withdraw. I'm not trying to lose this general. But he is one of my worst generals, so if I happen to lose him, it's not the end of the world. But let's just see what happens. You never know. So yeah, we don't have a lot of advantages as far as high ground, but I will try to grab any high ground I can up here. Anything? No, it's not really great high ground. We'll try it though. Hopefully they'll come at us. I'm going to speed this up a lot. I want them to run all the way across the battlefield and tire themselves out, so hopefully they do that. And hopefully they will send their archer warband out in front of their warband unit, but I'm just not so sure about what they're going to do. I'm going to slow down a little bit. I don't want to get caught out. As they get closer, I am prepared to flee at a moment's notice, so hopefully, hoping that the archer warband just overextends a little bit here. Maybe we run up here. They're all still fresh because they're just walking. I'm going to tell them to run because I don't want to take too many shots from the archers. Yeah. No, we took some casualties there. Hopefully these archers just follow me now. Maybe they will because they got some damage in. Give them some time. This might work out. Alright, they're going to get nice and close. The warband's leaving them behind. Alright, charge. If we can break this... Okay, kill the general. Alright, get out of there. We took some casualties, but we didn't lose our general. Just keep them running. Keep them running. And we want to get this archer warband right now. As they run, we'll run them down. Hopefully they break again. Yep, they broke again. Let's run them down. I really don't know how we're going to kill the warband unit itself, though. Okay, we killed the general. So that's good. Let's just keep these warband running. They can get nice and tired. We might have a chance at this. My concern is if we've used all of our first hit points in this army, we're just going to be relying on our second hit points. I did not drop a save before this. I never do that. So we are truly risking a general here. All right, final plan. Get to highest ground I can reach. Let them come at me. We'll get one charge in. If we do considerable damage, we will capitalize on it. If not, we'll run. Unfortunately, they are resting. They're walking slow, so they're not going to be tired when they reach us, which is, you know, a bit of a shame. We'll try this. What are they doing? They're walking a weird way. Let's see if we can hit them in the side. I'll slow us down. If we can hit them in the back or the side before they can use War Cry, that would be ideal. Used rally troops to keep my general safe, and we won it. Run them down, get some experience. Oh my goodness, I cannot believe that worked. I really did not think I was going to win this battle. I thought I was going to have to flee. Alright, run them down. Yeah. You better get some good trait for this, because that was awesome. And this was a huge win, because it clears a path for swordsmen to march south. So, yeah, very exciting. We gained a Chevron experience. We'll see if we get any good traits out of that. Maybe Bloody, because he won the battle on his own. We'll see. Confident Commander, perfect. He is... this guy's really young, right? He's 19. Very good already. I'm very happy about that. Poor Alyssum, let's bring down the tax rate so they don't freak out. And we will send some chosen swordsmen to unite with Scylurus. And he can go sit on this bridge. And yeah, that was a super important piece of the puzzle for defending the north. We really needed access for these chosen swordsmen through this mountain pass to defend against the Macedonians. And I want to take a look at this Scythian army. Ooh, yikes. They look like they would beat me in a pitched battle here. So I'm a little bit scared for this little army in the north. Hopefully they just don't attack. Let's send this unit of cavalry and a unit of warband to reinforce Captain Banat. And then we will send this unit of archer warband and warhounds to reinforce this Captain Edanthersis. I think we can handle that. We are just not at that point in the campaign where we can be ultra picky and guarantee safety on every front. Just gotta hope for the best and be a little bit resourceful in these battles. I'm gonna send my diplomat north a little bit, partially to act as a spy, but also because you never know when we're gonna need to do some emergency diplomacy. So we're gonna keep him nearby just in case. And I kind of forgot to actually use that diplomat that I trained up for sending over to Asia Minor, but we can do that now and bring back our ship to safety. We don't want to lose that to this big old pirate army. Oh wow, look at that pirate navy. Scary stuff. But yeah, we don't need to deal with them. Let's go speak to Pontus. So we would love to have trade rights with Pontus. I'm going to go ahead and just ask for that alone. And then let's see if we can sell them map information for some kind of crazy 1,000 denarii a turn for 15 turns, something like that. Let's see what they say. Okay, they are just being ridiculous. We will just see if we can get 2,000 denarii out of them. And let's see what they say. We're down to 590. Let's just see if we can get straight up a trade. Yep. And honestly, I'm glad to have this information. It's good to know Pontus is actually doing really well in this campaign. They've taken this settlement off the Seleucids and this settlement off the Seleucids, so the Seleucids are definitely struggling. I know the Egyptians have taken a few cities as well, so yeah, they're probably down to 1 or 2 settlements, if even that. But now that we have trade rights with Pontus, we should make a little more in trade income. Hopefully these cities all have ports. Looks like at least this one does. Nicomedia doesn't yet. But yeah, I'm sure we'll be doing a lot in trade between these cities at some point once they're fully set up. And now that we've spoken to them, let's keep sending around this diplomat. We can speak to the Armenians for the first time. Let's get trade rights from them. And I'm sure we can get 1,000 denarii out of them. Let's see if we can. Man, everyone is very picky. I'll just take trade rights straight up. And then let's see if we can do... I'll sell them my map information for... Let's try for 2,000. I know basically the whole map now. It's worth a lot. Interesting. I don't know why they're so suspicious of me. Yep, they don't want to give me their map information, but I know they probably don't have much, so I'm alright with that. We'll just keep marching our diplomat in to Asia Minor. We want to speak to the Egyptians. Speak to anyone we can find, really. And there's nothing left to do this turn. Let's go ahead and end the turn. And we are attacked by the armies of Macedon. Okay, Captain Attalus brought 3 units of light lancers, which are a little bit scary. They're not the best cavalry in the game, but definitely to be worried about. Militia hoplites, 3 units, totally garbage. Not at all worried about those. 2 units of peltasts, not really worried about those. Phalanx pikemen will be a little bit tough, but I can see a world in which I win this fight. I just have to be smart. Eunice, the family member here, is fine. He's a better manager than anything else, but he's not that good. He is bringing a unit of levy pikemen and a unit of light lancers, which will be pretty tough. So definitely going to be a bit of a struggle this fight. We just have to be really smart and not lose our Scythian mercenaries because they will win this fight for us. So the reinforcing army is the weaker army, but also the army we care more about killing. They're going to come from this side, and the main army will come from here. I don't really know what the best strategy here is. My militia hoplites, or my mercenary hoplites, are not going to be super important in this fight. So I'm just sending them off to go have fun in the corner. They're going to corner camp. They're not part of the strategy, so I don't really think it's cheap to use them as corner campers. I don't even want to involve them in the fight. My heavy cavalry, I will group up, and I really want to use them as little as possible. We'll use them probably to smash up some light lancers at some point. But the main thing that I will be using in this battle, specifically for any hoplites, any phalanxes, is the Scythian mercenaries. They're going to be the brunt of the power of our army. So let's go ahead and start this battle, see how they draw up. And yeah. Oh, I actually reversed the direction of where the enemies are going to be coming from. How do we want to do this? Let's get our Scythian mercenaries involved. We want them to begin shooting at some hoplites, and we will also get our general's cavalry over here just by these light lancers, because if they charge our Scythian mercenaries, we want them to retreat, and we want the light lancers to run directly into the front of the general's unit. So we're getting charged somewhat by these light lancers. Let's go ahead and withdraw with our Scythian mercenaries, and we can go ahead and charge these light lancers with our general's unit. If we run into peltasts, that's also good. I have no problem with that. They will break very easily. So light lancers are steady for now, shaken. They will waver. Yep, wavering, broken. Perfect. So we can go ahead and wrap them up nice and quick. And unfortunately, we are getting shot by peltasts, so let's charge into them, see if we can break them as well. Meanwhile, I'm going to send my Scythians to shoot at some phalanx pikemen, and we will withdraw our general from this wall of hoplites. Definitely do not want to walk into phalanxes. So if our Scythians can reach these phalanx pikemen, great. If not, that's all right. We want to definitely keep our distance. Okay, light lancers are chasing down our Scythians, so we want to head them off. And I'm going to send my hoplites just into the corner. Like I said, out of the fight. Let's check back on the Scythians, make sure they're not getting charged. All right, we are safe here. And let's honestly take them off of fire at will. We don't have enough ammunition to be just firing willy-nilly at anyone. These lancers broke immediately, so yeah, we've gotten rid of most of the cavalry in this battle already, which is fantastic. Let's fire a few shots at these militia hoplites. We're not really too worried about them, and make sure that our generals don't charge into the hoplites. These hoplites will take a lot of casualties just from these archers shooting at them. Yeah, we don't want to take any shots from these peltasts, so let's withdraw a little bit. We can get any shots in. Kind of difficult to manage firing at hoplites, but not too many shots at the same unit of hoplites. Maybe let's just switch to this flank. Get on this high ground a little bit. And if we can get some shots in on these better, like, levy pikeman type stuff, that would be better. Let's withdraw our warlords a little bit. We'll group them up just so we can control them a little faster. And let's get these Scythians, yeah, on the high ground so they don't get shot by any peltasts. And so they get the maximum range. And while you're running, if you want to fire at these phalanx pikemen, That's alright. Run up here. Alright. Fire at these phalanx pikemen. Perfect. And let's make sure they don't get pinned by the reinforcements. No, reinforcements aren't moving yet, which is fantastic. Phalanx pikemen are taking a lot of casualties. Yep, they've taken 60 casualties already. The high ground is definitely working to our advantage here. I'm going to keep checking on the reinforcements, making sure they don't come up on us. No, they're walking nice and slow. We're taking some damage, maybe from peltas, maybe from shooting each other, so we'll kind of back off a little bit. And let's honestly turn on fire at will for a little while. Just let them shoot at whoever they shoot at. But if we can hit any unit that hasn't taken any damage, that's what we want to target first. So definitely militia hoplites, that's a great thing to target. Peltas, not so much, but yeah, if we want to shoot these light lancers, that's fine. We'll just let them fire at whoever they choose. I'm going to send my generals up to this hill, just in case we need to defend our Scythians. We want to be able to do that. And I'll stop them firing for just a moment, because I don't want them to shoot our generals' units. So run back this way. Not sure who we're taking damage from. Maybe we were just getting shot by our Scythians. Alright, who are we shooting at right now? We want to be shooting at levy pikemen. That's the main goal here. It's definitely not worth using all of our arrows shooting light lancers. So can we reach these levy pikemen yet? Yes, we can reach them with this unit, so that's good enough. We'll get our generals over here so that if they get charged by these light lancers, we can react. Yeah, run in place, and you guys can fire at some militia hoplites, and you can fire at some militia hoplites over here. Perfect. Alright, I'm going to withdraw this unit of Scythians, and we can go ahead and fight these light lancers with our generals' units. I'll use rally troops on my faction heir, because I don't want to lose Scyles. He's so good. And we do have to finish this fight quickly. Perfect. Alright, they broke. Let's go ahead and withdraw. And if we can get any shots in on the general's unit himself, that would be perfect. It's going to be a challenge fighting him whenever we do it. So if we can get some shots in on him, that would be perfect. And let's go ahead and withdraw our troops a little bit. We do not want to get pinned by any phalanxes. So got to be careful about that. Yeah, if you guys want to fire at these levy pikemen, at the general, anything over here, that is perfect. That is exactly where we want to be shooting. Yep, take lots of damage. Beautiful. So far we've killed, I think, about 4 of the general's unit, so not quite enough yet. Let's keep our general nearby just in case we need to fight off this general's bodyguard right here in head-to-head combat. Our Scythians have used, honestly, most of their ammunition at this point. Can we please kill this general's unit? Okay, let's go shake off these light lancers because they're stalking my general's units. That should be a pretty easy unit to break. Yep, they've broken again. And the general's bodyguard here is just getting shot in the back. Hopefully we burn through a good amount of their hit points. If we can just shoot these levy pikemen in the side, that's perfect. We would love to do that. Alright, we're going to charge at this general's unit here. And yeah, they don't really know what to do. They're running towards my archers, which is perfect. Actually, not perfect. I don't really want them to reach my archers. But yeah, if you guys can fire at them and run, that would be phenomenal. And we're just going to have our generals chasing down their general. I will use rally troops here, and we will charge into this general. We just need to kill this general. We outnumber him like 10 to 1 with heavy cavalry here. But let's pull back our Scythians. We don't want any of them to die to phalanxes. And we ran down their general. So even if the army survives this battle, that general is dead, which means good things for our chances of taking the city because he won't regenerate any of those heavy cavalry. Alright, let's keep these archers firing. What can they reach? These levy pikemen, that's a perfect target. And we'll pull back our generals behind our archers. And along the way in battles like this, our Scythian mercenaries are going to get so much experience. They already have 2 chevrons each, but they're just going to get even more. These levy pikemen are wavering. I bet if we got close to them with our heavy cavalry, we could cause a break, which would be perfect. That could save some ammunition. Perfect. I'm going to tell them to stop firing because this unit's broken. No need to fire any more into them. Honestly, let's run away. We don't want any Peltas getting shots into us. Let's send one general over to deal with these Peltas. One will chase down these fleeing levy pikemen, and the other one will be in reserve. So this is a little bit risky having this general just charge in here and pick up these Peltas. But yep, they broke, and we just need to make sure that he doesn't charge into any hoplites. Yeah, run away. Do not charge into hoplites. Let's keep these Scythians firing at whatever they can reach at this point. We'll get them a little closer and get fire at will on. And this unit of general's cavalry can chase down these levy pikemen. And then, I mean, this will be a pretty quick win from this point on. We can just wrap up whatever's left. All right, so we have, looks like light lancers contemplating a charge. It would not go well for them because they are almost outnumbered by my heavy cavalry. I'm going to move my heavy cavalry a little bit, just get them out of the way of light lancers, militia hoplites, all that stuff. This unit of general's cavalry is by some Peltas who've reformed, so we will go ahead and make them break again, which will do horrible things for the morale of the whole army. A little nervous having everyone so close to the phalanxes, but we're just going to stay on top of it. They should break very soon. Militia hoplites have horrible morale, so this is not going to feel good for them. And I'll send this general back behind the army to pick up these Peltas at the back, which will also be really bad for morale. Just going to keep this general's unit moving. Don't want them to get caught by these militia hoplites. But we fired almost all of our arrows with the Scythians. So that is what I wanted to do. That was my goal in this battle. And this is going better than expected, I'll be honest with you. If this is how the whole war on Macedon is going to go, I am excited. Now, I'm charging into these Peltas, hoping that they will break perfect, just in time to fight these light lancers off. We are somewhat risking this general, but we outnumber these light lancers, and they've broken. So hopefully we will kill this warlord right here, or this commander, not the warlord. Let's see, do we have any arrows left? No more arrows. Let's go ahead and get our Scythians out of the battle since they're out of arrows. And let's hunt down these fleeing phalanx pikemen. We'll send our Scythian mercenaries around to just chase down some stuff. See if they can get a few more kills. And we'll just, real quick, break the last few units. I don't remember which of these units was in the city and which of these units is from the reinforcing army. So, if I did know that, it would be a little bit easier to make sure that I win this fight for Bylazora right now without having to fight another siege in the next turn, but it's okay. It's going to be an easy battle either way, now that the general's dead. And yeah, these militia hoplites, they say they're eager, but once we encircle them, they will not be eager anymore. I can guarantee it. Let's send this general's unit back. Once they're done chasing, we can send them back to deal with the actual militia hoplites. They're shaken already, even though we have no intention of fighting them with these Scythians. Send them over here. Shaken. I'm seeing if I can break them without even fighting them. Wavering. Almost broken. Very close. We're just going to encircle these militia hoplites. Can we break them without touching them? Maybe not. Might just have to give them a little bit of a charge. Definitely not with the Scythians, but... Come on. I will charge with my faction heir because he's the only general I can guarantee that I will keep safe in a charge because I can use rally troops. So as we get close, use rally troops, and he falls back, and we break the unit. Perfect. And I'll let these guys get run down by the other general's unit. We'll do the same thing with this militia hoplites over here. Oh no, this general, I didn't realize he got caught up. He hasn't died yet. Will he make it away? Okay, he made it away. Almost lost a general there. I know y'all would have been very upset with me, but it maybe would have even been worth it for a victory like this. But yeah, we didn't lose them. It's all right. Let's have our Scythians nearby to kind of confuse these militia hoplites as where they should go. And I will use rally troops. And yep, they've broken. We'll run them down real quick. Just get a few more kills. We killed 94% of the enemy army. 95%. Wonderful. Let's go ahead and end the battle. Actually, we'll give it a couple more seconds just in case this is a unit that came from the city itself. Good enough. Let's end the battle. So, we lost, let's see, nothing. I would say nothing. We healed the 4 casualties that we lost from the Scythians. We took a bunch of casualties with our warlords, but we get them all back. And we gained experience for a warlord and all 3 of my Scythians. So that was a great battle. I lost nothing and killed 2 armies. And we'll see if I pick up Bylazora for free. Yep, got Bylazora as well without having to even fight them. Now, let's see. How unhappy are they? They're actually not that unhappy. So, I can just occupy this. I'm going to do that. That's fine. And, okay, the Julii want to talk to us. Let's see. They want trade rights, which I also want. I'm going to see if I can get 1,000 denarii out of them. It's not been working at all lately, but let's see. Okay, fine. I'll take it. And I'm going to try one more time to sell them map information in exchange for 1,000 denarii. Nope, that's okay. Trade rights is good, though. And so let's check out our new conquest Bylazora. We can retrain our barbarian warlords. Do we have a blacksmith? Yes, we do. That would be very useful. And let's take a look at Scylus's fancy silver chevron troops. So his bodyguard has attack of 16, charge bonus of 7, total defense of 17. Yeah, very scary. Very scary. So he's getting really good. We'll retrain all of our troops, and let's build some archer warband here. They're pretty cheap to upkeep, and are pretty good at defending the city as well. We're probably going to have to fight Captain Antipatros in the field. So let's send Scyles out with some Scythians. How unhappy is Bylazora? I think we can convince them not to rebel. I just got to try a little harder. Maybe we build a unit of peasants, or 2, or 3. There we go. All right. So Bylazora will not riot, and I believe these 3 units of Scythians plus Scyles should be able to handle Captain Antipatros. Can I send Doros as well? No, they're not happy. That's fine. We don't need them. So next turn, if this army wants to fight, I think I can handle them. Let's see if we can get a little bit of high ground advantage over Captain Antipatros. Just a couple units of phalanx pikemen and some light lancers. Should be pretty easy. We'll take a look at our announcements. The Seleucids and Numidia have announced an alliance, which are the 2 biggest underdogs in the world right now, probably. So good for them. They need each other. In Campus Getae, we have a trader. We can go ahead and build a market here. Why not? It's not going to be worth a whole lot in trade. Oh man, that's not even worth buying yet. We'll do that later. Let's just not buy anything for now in Campus Getae. We'll just let them sit. In Byzantium, we have a land clearance, and I think we could go straight to a communal farming here, just because we want this population to grow as big as possible, as quick as possible. In Salona, we have our muster field, and there is nothing else to buy in Salona, so we're just going to let that be. And with the conquest of Bylazora, we are once again the largest faction, which is very exciting for me. Let's take a look at our end of turn report. We profited 601 denarii, which is not bad, given that we're spending so much on so many things. Yeah, I'm alright with that. That's a decent profit. Our economy is doing really well. I was going to reinforce Tylis in case this army came back, but now I don't need to, so we can go ahead and send this army straight to Bylazora. That will reinforce Bylazora when we take our cavalry army and march it south to take Thessalonica. So we are already expanding faster than I expected. I'll send Scylurus to sit on this bridge just in case this army tries to flee north. And we'll send a couple units of archer warband from Tylis to reunite with Scylurus as well, just in case he needs a little bit of extra firepower to guard that bridge. And then eventually we can march him south and help out with taking on Macedonia. That Scythian army has, I believe, just gone back to Campus Scythii, which means that we need a little bit of reinforcements with Captain Adanthesis. Yeah, this is a nice strong army to guard this bridge. I think we need that more than guarding the northern bridge. And yeah, at Segestica, we are... I mean, Lugatorix is just sitting right there. He's ready to attack. We're going to have to buy some mercenaries here. The problem is, can I even get outside of the city to buy mercenaries? Yeah, it looks like I just barely did. I need to buy both of these. I know this is super expensive. We spent a ton on mercenaries for Segestica, but I just have to do it. There's no way I could win this fight without these Illyrians. So it pains me to spend that much on Illyrians, but yeah, this is just going to be a whole bunch of Illyrians against Lugatorix. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. Hopefully he just doesn't attack, but I think I'm ready to fight him now. And I could call it apart right there, not engage this Macedonian army, and just next turn or next week deal with this threat. But I believe in Scyles. I believe in his ability to win battles with horse archers. So we're going to take on these 5 units of pikemen and this unit of light lancers commanded by Captain Antipatros. We only have 3 units of horse archers, but I don't know. I believe in our faction heir. So I'm just going to go ahead and start the battle because I have the advantage of this forest here. So obviously my general will not be hidden here, but the enemy pikemen aren't going to expect that there will be the horse archers just sitting in the forest here hidden. So they'll get a little bit closer. They're just beelining for my warlord. And now they're going to get shot by the Scythian mercenaries. And then I'm just going to kind of keep my general moving and let the Scythian mercenaries skirmish. And they will just continue firing as many arrows as possible. We want to use 100% of our arrows in this battle before we ever do any melee combat. So yeah, you can see the bodies of pikemen already scattering the field. That's exactly what we want. And honestly, if these light lancers can get caught up in a fight with my general, that is exactly what I want. We would easily win that fight, and then we could kill the general unit for this, commander unit for this little army. Let's make sure no one's getting pushed up against the border of the map, because in that case they can get caught by the phalanxes. But nope, doesn't seem like it yet. These phalanx pikemen are taking pretty good casualties here. They're down to 178, so definitely an effective way to handle pikemen, just shooting horse archers at them. But yeah, these light lancers are overextending a little bit. If I can hit them with my general's unit, we will very easily win this. So that's definitely a goal of mine. I'm going to turn this unit off of fire at will because I don't want them to shoot my general. And let's see if we can break this unit quick enough to not get caught by this unit of pikemen. Let's see here. Wavering, shaken. They're dying quickly. Okay, broken. So that's good. And we will just go ahead and pursue this unit of light lancers. We took a couple casualties to Scyles' unit, but that's alright. Okay, we run him down. So, their commander's dead, which means morale is going to be a huge issue, and it already is for all pikemen units. They're going to have some morale issues for sure from now on. Let's target this pretty strong unit of levy pikemen with this unit of horse archers that hasn't fired very many of its arrows. And what are our different units doing? So this one is firing at this unit of phalanx pikemen, doing good work against them. Over here, this unit's almost pinned up against the border of the map. So I'm going to take it off of skirmish mode just so it listens to my specific instructions instead of just running away from this unit of pikemen. Going to get it out of the corner, and then once it's out in the open field, I'll let it just skirmish again. But yeah, this one's already up to 3 chevrons of experience, so this is a great way to train up horse archers just fighting phalanxes. Alright, this unit is nice and safe, and is just firing off their arrows. Let's check on this unit. Yep, same thing here. And honestly, this unit is down to 124 phalanx pikemen, and since their commander's dead, I think this would be a good opportunity to finish them off with our general's unit. So I'm going to stop firing with this unit of archers just to save some ammo. And we're just going to let them get a little bit closer. We want them to focus on the Scythian mercenaries. Just, yeah, maybe don't even skirmish, just stand here. And then we're just going to charge into the rear of these phalanx pikemen with my general's unit. Just walk up here. Our goal is for them not to turn around into my general's unit right now. Perfect, they've deployed their spears the wrong direction, and I used rally troops to keep my general safe, but we broke them immediately, so we probably took, looks like, 2 casualties here. 4 or 5 casualties. That's alright. That's an acceptable loss. And now we can redirect this unit of horse archers to go hunt down these levy pikemen. So we will do that. Over here, let's take a look at how this unit's doing. Check on all of our units. Way out here, this unit is down to 127, this unit of phalanx pikemen. So we'll do the same thing here. Just hold off on firing and just get out of the corner. We don't want you to get pinned. And then let me check on my general. Alright, alright, where was this? Oh, way out there. That's too far away. We'll deal with that later. For now, which archers do we have? This unit is dealing with these phalanx pikemen. Yeah, just keep firing at them. You can use all of your arrows on them. And just keep skirmishing. Once we get to this corner, I'll be a little bit worried, so maybe get out into the open field a little bit. Perfect. Now, this unit. Go ahead and fire at will. And where's this unit of phalanx pikemen? Yeah, just keep firing at them. You can fire at these phalanx pikemen here. I'm trying to find any units that haven't been hit enough. Honestly, this unit right here has not been shot enough. So let's keep this unit of Scythians safe. We'll keep them moving. And yeah, just use the rest of your arrows on these phalanx pikemen. I'll keep my general moving. Yeah, just keep moving up this hill. And I'm going to do one more check on the rest of these units. Yep, just keep firing. Perfect. This unit of Scythians is out of ammo. So now we can kind of lead these phalanx units back towards the center of the battle a little bit. I want to make sure I don't get pinned here. Let's see. Fire a little more at these phalanx pikemen. And I'll turn on skirmish mode for this unit just in case they get backed up against a wall. We're here. How are you doing? Doing well. Just fire the rest of your arrows. Perfect. And this unit will... Let's just hang out over here. I think this unit's ready to be finished off. They're down to 91 troops. So let's get my general over here. This unit over here just got their 3rd chevron, so all 3 of the Scythian mercenaries have 3 chevrons of experience. Well done. Now, what we're going to do here to break this unit of levy pikemen is... Let's see. Oh, this unit should be running. So we want to turn off skirmish mode for these Scythian mercenaries and just have them drop over here. And then we just want to get behind these levy pikemen with my general's unit. So yeah, if you can drop like this, get the levy pikemen to face you, and I'll keep my general just away from this huge block of 185. Alright, if you can just charge into the side and rear of these levy pikemen, that would be perfect. I'll use rally troops real quick, and charge on the side. Perfect, they broke. And I'll have these units help out with just running down these pikemen. Beautiful. Now, let's all draw at a nice safe distance. And I will have the Scythian mercenaries sit in front of this phalanx pikeman unit. And hopefully they will kind of get distracted and forget about the general's unit. We'll send the general's unit around the back of this phalanx pikeman unit. Let's see, are they reacting? Not. Nope, doesn't seem like it. I'll just keep getting behind them. And I'm going to check on these Scythians over here. Okay, I'm going to get them to reunite with the other units. Hopefully this unit will slowly walk all the way over and reunite with the rest of the army. Alright, so I'm going to turn on... No, I don't need to turn on skirmish. I'll just manually skirmish, have them walk away. And let's get our general nearby this phalanx pikeman unit. Now they're drawing up to face my general, so let's get the Scythians a little bit closer. Want them to turn around. Just turn around one more time. Alright, they're turned around, so I'm going to charge my general in. And then we will run away with the Scythians. We get them to break. Perfect, okay. It looked like they were going to drop their spears for a second, which was going to be very scary. But we did manage to break this unit, so we can rout them. Clean up the last few people running away in this unit. And another unit of Phalanx Spearmen gone. Alright, so we still have almost all of our troops. We've lost 4% of our troops. Hopefully just Barbarian Warlord. I don't know if we've lost any Scythians, maybe 1 or 2. But let's see. Let's go find a unit of pikemen to kill. We'll run up here, and we're just going to do the same trick over and over. So I'll draw up the Scythians like so, and I'll get the general out this side. Alright, come on. Let's get them Scythians, get them over here. Come on, drop to face them. And let's charge into these balanced pikemen. Beautiful. Bring them up. Alright, now, one last unit. Same strategy. You know what, let's pull back a little because I want to slow this down. I don't want to make a mistake here and lose a whole bunch of Scythians. Alright. Draw up the Scythians like this. Get the general behind them. Drop like this. And then get the general back here. And they're wavering. I'm sure they'll break very soon. We might not even need to hit them. Okay. Perfect. Done. We'll have everyone join in on rounding up the last unit of pikemen. Beautiful. Nice, easy battle. Horse archers are just so powerful. This is unreal. Just these 3 units of mercenaries have carried these battles. Alright, let's see who we lost. So we killed 1,200 enemies. We all gained a chevron of experience, all 3 units of Scythians and the unit of Warlord. And looks like we didn't lose any Scythians, so very good. We killed 700 troops with just my Warlord. Very good, Skylurus. And with that, the unit routs, and the Macedonians have been kicked out of Bylazora. So that is a much nicer way to end this episode than where I was planning, which was before that battle. So now we just need to march south, kill these 2 armies, and take Thessalonica. And Macedonians are going to be in a really nasty spot because they are not being attacked down here. But the Greeks, I'm sure they're doing some skirmishes in this area. Once I trap them to just Larissa, Athens, and Corinth, yeah, this is not going to be a great situation for them. They're going to be sandwiched on all sides by enemies, so I'm very excited for that. We will take Scyles back to Bylazora for retraining to get the extra, I think, armor and weapons, just get even better. And let's take a look at these Scythian mercenaries. Missile attack of 10 now that they have 3 chevrons of experience. So crazy. So yeah, I'm really excited for that. They're getting really good. And I think that's a perfect place to end this part. I'm really excited to take on the Macedonians. Look how huge the empire is getting, and it's just going to get bigger. Soon we'll have all of Greece. We can start deciding if we want to fight the Romans or just go straight to Asia Minor and kind of let the Romans fester and get a little bit stronger. So yeah, we have a whole lot of options here. I'm very excited for the next part. But thank you so much for watching. I'm going to have a couple of shorter episodes both in the Spanish campaign and the Dacian campaign because it's a busy couple of weeks. But thank you so much for watching, and have a great day. Bye-bye.